first off, welcome back to Health House. Today, I just came back from my son's honors day, and it was a challenging year because he skipped pre-K and he went straight into kindergarten. So we weren't exactly prepared. Like, we were prepared. Like, he could read and things like that, but I didn't know exactly what to expect from kindergarten. So once we hopped in, we had a lot of work to do. We worked hard, we persevered, we made it through. And my baby graduated today and was also awarded most improved of his entire class. So I'm very proud of him. Well, this episode today is called Let Go. And I think it's a very important topic because a lot of times we hold on to things that don't even belong to us, and they are holding us back, and they need to be let go. So that's what we'll be talking about today. So welcome back to Health House. Today's episode, again, is called Let Go, and we'll be talking about releasing fears, doubts, trauma, anything that may be weighing you down that you possibly may not even be thinking is weighing you down. And this is a safe space. We are here to heal together. Nobody is ever fully healed. You'll always be healing in your lifetime. So welcome to Health House. Come on in. Let's get comfortable. Take a sip of your water. Take some deep breaths. And let go of everything. I love you. Let's go. And this episode is called Let Go. And not in your normal cliche social media way. I mean, really letting go. People talk about letting go of old mindsets, letting go of your survival mode, letting go of guilt, shame, people pleasing, old versions of yourself, fear, trying to force things, trying to carry emotional baggage. Sometimes we hold on to pain because it became familiar. When you hold on to pain just because it's familiar, that means that you are literally comfortable being hurt. But sometimes we stay connected to things because we invested time into them. And even though you invested time into something, does not mean that you should hold on to it and allow it to destroy you. We confuse attachment with loyalty, and baby, you have to learn the difference between the two for years. Sure. You adapt to dysfunction, you normalize stress, you normalize chaos. Eventually, peace starts to feel unfamiliar, and that peace should never feel unfamiliar to you. You should be very familiar with your peace. And letting go is not a weakness. Letting go is a strength that many people do not have. Letting go means that you respect yourself, you love yourself, and you are willing to cut any and everybody that stands in the way of you and yourself. It's always you versus you. There is no middleman. You versus you, okay? So if somebody is in the middle of you versus you, then you're gonna have to knock their ass out the middle so you can get back to you. Understood? It takes maturity to release control. It's our immature parts of us that want to control every aspect of our lives. And I always tell people that God laughs at the plan that you have for your life. I am a believer in God, and I know that my Creator really runs this. And I'm just like a sim in a game. If y'all play Sims, then you know what I mean. I'm a sim. So God is playing this game with my life. And for me to try to control anything is really asinine because I don't have any control here. I can only control what can be controlled. And you have to learn what things are that can be controlled and what things are that cannot be controlled. And if you need to write a list. If you need to get a better understanding of that, then do that. But realize what you can control and only work on controlling those things. Because at the end of the day, your life is already planned out and mapped out by the Most High. You don't have to fight every battle. Every battle that comes up in your life is not worthy of a fight. Sometimes you just have to let go, whether it's a person or something petty. People think today's time that it's like cute or something to be petty. Whole time you entertaining a demon, a demonic spirit of pettiness, and it's bringing drama and chaos into your life and taking away from your peace. Everything that comes into your life and leaves isn't a loss. Some things have to leave your life in order for you to get to where you have to go next. And little do people know, people, energies, they can be a delay in your path. And I don't love anybody more than I love myself. So there's no way in the world I would choose you over the path that God has chosen for me. I'm not delaying my life and my son's life to keep anybody toxic in my life. And that's the mindset you just have to have, is cutthroat. I think what a lot of people don't understand is that you can still have love for someone and not allow them to be in your space. Because a part of you has outgrown the version of the person that they knew. We are constantly growing. Every day, every year, people that you think you don't know them anymore. You have to get to know everyone, even if it's your spouse. You have to get to know your spouse. That's why a lot of marriages fail, because they think that they're safe just because they've been together 10 years. The whole time, you don't even know your wife anymore. She likes different things. He likes different things. You don't know your husband no more. So you do have to get to know people and relearn people and see if they are meant for the season that you are in currently. Now, I'll give a few examples of different things that I've had to let go in my lifetime. A few things that I've had to let go in my lifetime. Family, that was like the biggest hurtful cuts I've ever had to make, but I'll make them because you won't be playing in my face. If you don't truly support me, love me, show up for me, care about me, I don't care that we're family. You have to go. Yeah, it's that simple. And I'm not doing that to hurt anyone. I'm doing that because I love me and I love my child. And I want him to grow up and know who has really been there for us and who has not really been there for us, who deserves respect, who does not deserve respect. I won't be leaving my child in this world and he not know who to trust. He needs to first know that he can trust God all the time. That is your main source. And then there's select few other people after that. And then you trust yourself. I want him to learn to build trust for himself more than anything. I've had to let go of perfectionism. I know I get a lot from people that you aren't perfect. And I've literally never told anybody I was ever perfect. I don't even think that I'm perfect. But yes, I did have a perfectionism thing where I wanted everything that I did to be perfect. Yeah. I wanted everything that I worked on to come out perfect. And God itself made me release that because he wanted me to put in the work, release the work, whether it was perfect or not. And I started to see the bigger picture in that. I started to see how authentic the content became when I started trying to make it perfect, and how much less stress I had when I just released it. When my book wasn't perfect, but I still put it out. And my body not perfect, but I still work on it. My workout routine isn't perfect, but I still go to the gym. You feel me? Like, quit looking for everything to be perfect. Nothing ever will be perfect. You won't be perfect. You aren't perfect. Nobody around you will ever be perfect. All you can do is strive for the best. Be authentic, be yourself, and put it out and do you. Show up. That's it. This is a good one. I had to give up constantly trying to prove myself. I had met a guy one time and he taught me so much. He was a millionaire. And he taught me a lot of things. But one thing he taught me was to not seek external validation, and how obvious it is when you as a woman is engaging with a man and he notices that you are seeking his validation. A man will play with your head. A man will play with you, period, if he realizes that you are out here seeking validation. So when he taught me that, I instantly stopped seeking external validation. So please know that I do nothing for your validation. I do nothing for the outside world. Everything that I do is for me and the Most High. I show up for me and the Most High. Let go of this one. I'm still working on letting go of overthinking myself. Overthinking, baby. I will overthink some stuff. And there's a dude on TikTok, I think his name is Chris Josh or Chris Bosh. And he is actually selling an overthinking journal that I will definitely be investing into and try it out. I do have my own journal, actually. I think everybody should keep one. It does help if you're an overthinker to get out things on paper. I was against journaling. I don't know if it was because I was being lazy or what, or I just didn't feel like writing sometimes, but I was against journaling for a while. And when I finally actually started to do it, it really does help. Like, I'll journal after work, and I be so stressed out after work, like anything will come out on that paper. But the moment that I close on the journal, I always feel so much better. I always feel amazing afterwards. So just get everything that's on my mind out. But yeah, I love to journal, and you do need to release overthinking, because that can have you so stressed out. And stress is horrible for your body, especially women, because our hormones act up when we're stressed out. You definitely want to work on letting go of fear. Fear is, you think stress does something to your body. Being fearful of something will mess up your entire life. Do y'all understand that? When you are scared of things, the best thing you can do is face your fears. Because the last thing you want is regrets. The day that you were about to be on your last breath, you don't want any regrets because you was too scared to do something. Baby, we big dogs on this page. We ain't scared of nothing. Also, let go of guilt and shame of anything. I don't care what you did. I don't care if you got a sex tape out there. I don't care if you done let niggas run trains on you. I don't care if a motherfucker said that you sucked a dog's dick. Let go of the guilt and the shame from that, because baby, can't nobody judge you in this world but God. And now that's between you and God if you suck the dog's dick. But ask God for forgiveness, repent, and move on. Because life is life and we all make mistakes. I'm not one to judge nobody. People always want to say, I think I'm perfect, but I don't sit around judging people. Hell, y'all sit around judging people, worried about other folks' lives, and then try to say that I think I'm perfect. No, bitch, you think you perfect. You think you on tough titty. Also, let go of old narratives about yourself. Like I said in the beginning, we all learn, we all grow. You're not the same person you were 2 years ago, 1 year ago, maybe a month ago. You're a new person. So you let go of the old narratives, because other people not going to let it go. You can't control what they do. Like I said, you control what you can control. They not going to let it go. They going to remember the one that sucked dog dick. They not going to let it go ever, bitch. You got to let it go so you can move on and you can be comfortable in your body and fix your nervous system. Because letting go is the beginning of everything else too. You cannot move forward with the same people, the same habits, the same thoughts, the same patterns. You just can't. You're a new person. You're beautiful. You're a new person. You've grown. You don't relate to the same things you used to do. You don't relate to the same people and places that you used to relate to. And that just reminded me of my baby today. Him graduating, having his honors day. In the beginning of the year, y'all, it was so challenging. It was so challenging because as a mom, oh my God. As a mom, you want to make sure that you're doing the very best for your child. You want to make sure that they're showing up at the best, at the highest level that they can show up at. So with us not doing pre-K, I was not aware exactly of what to expect from kindergarten. And when he started, we ran into some challenges. My baby wasn't the best writer. His threes was looking crazy. He wasn't a people person because he had never been around a lot of kids before. But now my baby is social. He has made friends. My baby is writing his butt off. He's reading. He been reading, but he's reading even better than he used to. He's speaking better. Oh my God, y'all, I am so proud of my baby. I don't know how many times I can say it, but today, you know. And I think as adults, we forget that we deserve the same grace that kids get. You work so hard, you get up every day and you do what you need to do. And nobody's clapping for you. And if they are, you don't know if it's real or if it's fake, if they really care or not. But it don't matter if they do or not. As long as you care, as long as you show up for you, that's all that matters. Let's talk about what happens after you let go. The relief, the peace, the clarity, the better relationships that you can find, the confidence, the alignment, the creativity, the emotional freedom. Like, you don't realize how much energy you get back when you stop forcing things. Some doors don't even open until your hands are finally free. I'm just going to ask myself a few questions going forward, and you can ask yourself these same questions at home. And it will help you realize maybe what you need to let go of or what you may be holding on to that's causing delays in your life. My first question to myself, what am I holding on to out of fear right now in my life? What am I holding on to out of fear? And the only thing I can really come up with is my job. I think anybody in their right mind is fearful of letting go of their own job because you know that's your financial security, especially when you're a mom, you have bills. No one wants to just release their job that easy. But that is a huge revelation for me because I have not said that out loud. Next question. What version of yourself are you afraid to release? I think me, more than anything, I'm afraid to release my childhood version, the part of me that's giddy, whimsical, love to, you know what I mean, party, love to make jokes. Like, I'll never release that part of me. And it's not that I'm fearful of really releasing that part of me, because I'm just not ever going to release that part of me. I feel like there could be a better answer. However, I think that's the strongest one for me right now at this moment, because I always want to be fun. I always want to be the person who can still be a kid. I don't want to be all bold and serious and extra the rest of my life. I want to still be able to have some type of fun. All right, last question, y'all. What would life look like if you trusted peace more than chaos? I think a lot of our parents taught us chaotic ways and chaotic responses that when you become an adult, you kind of gravitate towards chaos rather than peace. And when you become a wise adult, you start to value peace over the chaos, and you'll start gravitating more towards the peaceful way. So I think as a learned behavior, I picked up that chaos was the way to go. And once I became a wise adult and I ran over towards peace, you kind of realize how much time you did waste in chaotic situations. So I think life would have been way more fulfilling had I trusted peace over chaos from the very beginning. If this season of your life is teaching you to release, just do it. Don't keep holding on to things that you know you should have been let go of. You know you should have let go of that man. You know you should have let go of that woman. Don't sit there and keep holding on and letting time go by and time go by and time go by. And then you look up one day and realize, what did I do? Who am I? Where do I go next? Make yourself a priority so that you keep making the best decisions for you and yours. Because I think a lot of people are somewhat selfish when it comes to decisions, especially young adults. They make decisions based off of what they want and how they feel. Whole time, you have children. Ask them how they feel. Ask them what they want and what they desire. This season of your life, stop fighting it. Things are leaving because they were meant to be gone. They're not leaving to punish you. Know that sometimes the healthiest thing you can do for yourself is just let go. All right, thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate you listening to me. I hope I was able to give some type of information that's useful in your life. And this is Health House, a place where you come to heal, grow, learn, discover, be honest, because we are becoming. Today's simple reminder is to stop carrying what God, life, and the universe has been trying to remove from your hands. Just let it go. Just let it go. Growth requires peace. Growth requires release. You keep calling it loyalty when it's really fear. Recently, I had to cut off family members that I thought we were extremely close. And I'm a very loyal woman. Extremely loyal to my family, my friends, my spouse, if I had one, my child. I don't play when it comes to loyalty. I am a Sagittarius. We are loyal creatures by nature. I had to learn there's a difference between loyalty and attachment, because I may be attached to you because of our title, but I won't continue to be loyal to you if it's not reciprocated. Understood? I had to cut off my own mama, aunt, cousins, and would do anybody else that need to be done, because I will not allow attachment to delay blessings that God has for me in my life. Anybody can go. It's cutthroat over here. Everybody get 2 motherfucking chances. That's it. What a lot of people don't understand is that your next level requires a funeral for your old self. You gotta dead that bitch. Cause what's coming next, she'll never survive it anyway. She'll die anyway. Either she gonna die or she gonna cry. Get down or lay down, baby. And yeah, peace feels strange when chaos is what raised you. I was raised by chaos. Ask anybody. I'm not lying. I was raised by chaos, and that's what I was familiar with. So even though I'm a peaceful person, a loving person, a nurturing person, I was attracted to chaotic people. That is so eye-opening. And I cannot wait to practice attracting who I am now and what I desire now, which is a peaceful, loving, nurturing connections. Whether that's with platonic or romantic. I'm excited. Hey! There you go, y'all, babe. I don't care nobody say Young Miami did that. Young Miami, if you ever watch this, my son Charlie, he loves you. And he keep making me play Spin That every morning. We love your new song, and we are going to enjoy and possibly buy your new album. Hey. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. I've been on here for a good little while recording this message. I hope it resonates. I hope it's relatable. I hope it's an amazing video when I get
Play
to edit.
Spin That by Young Miami.
Why am I standing